Hey everyone, Cypher here, and I hope that you've been watching my most latest video I posted up, which is my Battlefield 4 video called I'm Stuck, of a funny moment that happened to me while playing Battlefield 4 very recently. But I want to talk about something that recently came up that's kind of important, and I want to talk about to you, my viewers, really quickly, as well as anyone wants to add me on Steam and or Origin. This also applies to it well. Now, very recently, actually today being the 7th of June, I was contacted earlier in the day by an individual who said, sounded quite frantic and said like, "Hey, can you please come work for me at this camp for for X amount of weeks?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll have to think on it." It's a unique thing. Now, I've worked at this camp before in the past for 3 summers, and it's a quite fun camp. And it's like, well, really cool, but for a couple of years, just for the past couple of years, I should say, I didn't work at the camp because I was busy with school and some other things, and I just couldn't help them out as much as I wanted to. So I may showed up maybe a few times during this summer program they offer, and it's like, okay, I could spend maybe like a day with you guys or an evening, and then I'll have to leave because I got stuff to do. And they're like, "Hey, okay, at least you're helping us out. That's great." So they were appreciative of it. But this year they obviously sounded they needed some extra hands on deck. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll have to think about it. Now, this very same person at this camp asked me back in March, could I run a special program for them? I'm like, okay, well, what needs to be done? Well, they said, well, all the stuff that we know that you have sent to us, and as well as people that can validate for you in terms of or your references. Hey, you're a good candidate for it, but we need you to go out of state for about 4 or 5 days to get trained in this because we need this. You need a special training to run this program. I'm like, all right. Yeah, it was the first one was to Virginia. The second one was to Kansas City, and both times I said, "I'm sorry, I can't do it because it just would not work out with my schedule at that time frame." I know they sound really bummed out for it, but it's like, "I'm sorry, I can't do it. You have to find someone else." And they're like, all right. Well, at least at least I got to talk to you. You showed some interest into it. Well, we'll just have to find someone else to fill your position at the time frame." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, but just your timing was bad. I'm sorry." And it was, especially back in March when there was still some nasty some storms going around, and even Kansas City would have been kind of a bad one too. But nonetheless, left it to go and moved onward. Well, just as I said, today, the 7th of June, I got this call back from this person, and it's like, "Hey, could you do it?" I thought about it, and after discussions with my family, they said, like, they kind of convinced me and everything, and I'm like, you know what? All right, if you can give me a decent pay for this job, I will come back to help you out for the weeks you need me. And they're like, done deal. Show up at this date, and we can get the ball rolling. I'm like, all right. Well, the problem is the ball rolling means I gotta show up by Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, and I'm going like, wow, your timing's kind of short there. It's like if you would have contacted maybe a week in advance. So say maybe it was like the third or even the first of the month, I would have been giving myself a little more time to prepare, do stuff that need to be done, and move forward. But anyways, this starting this 10th, so it's this coming Tuesday, and going all the way to pretty much the last Saturday of July. So pretty much for about 6.5 weeks, I will be gone. Now, I will still have occasional times of being coming home for days off to be on a computer, or at nights off to go to like a cyber cafe or go out to do stuff. So I can post videos here on my channel, but what I'm pretty much just getting in general is that my videos will be on hold, being uploaded to the channel for, like I said, about this month and a half deal. So that means you won't be seeing any more Battlefield 4 videos, especially with Dragon's Teeth coming out sometime in the near future. I don't know when, or my thoughts on E3 since it is this coming week. Oh well, I'll just have to read the news on my cell phone. And it's gonna be kind of a bummer, but I'll do the best I can. And I do have a laptop, but my laptop needs to get a little fixing to get it working again. Like the monitor kind of went dead on it, so it's a simple little fix. I just have to take it to a repair shop to get it fixed for like a day or two, and then I'll have it up and running. But yeah, it's like this big desktop computer that I built just last year. Well, it's gonna be kind of a pain to lug this thing around with a monitor and keyboard and mouse and headsets and so forth. It would just be a bit of a pain to deal with. But anyways, I won't be able to, like I said, be able to post videos up for, like I say, about this month and a half deal. Well, it's gonna be fun because I've been in this camp for like since like 2005, maybe before then. I can't remember because I was much younger then. And it's a beautiful camp. It's got great stuff going on for it. It's just obviously they need some people to help work the camp, and I got picked, and they're gonna give me decent pay, and so I'm like, can't complain. You're gonna give me a room and board and food, plus my pay. I'll have it. Hell, that works for me. I'll move forward. But anyways, that's pretty much what I want to talk about. And of course, definitely for those who want to add me as a friend on Steam and or Origin, for whatever reason, don't get offended if I don't add you right at the gate, because like I said, I won't be able to check my friend's request on my big computer like on days off. So that's gonna be kind of a bummer for you all, but it's gonna happen. And I know some of you up there is like, well, doesn't your camp have internet out there? It does. It's not the best in the world, but it does have internet. But the problem is it's at one location and one location only right now, and so it's kind of like, ugh, kind of a bummer. And to get it out to other locations would cost too much money to do, so it's kind of a bummer on that end. But nonetheless, I won't be checking my emails as well, especially I should say my friend requests. My emails I can check them with no problem on my cell phone, but it's just the friend requests and stuff like that. It's just gonna be a little more of a pain in the butt. But anyways, I hope you all understand this, and you provide me some support by watching my videos. Even if you watched it once, watch it again. Watch it a third time, watch it a fourth time, watch it 10 times. I don't care. Watch it. And because the reason is that is you're going to help me out a little bit, because by you doing that, as well as liking, favoring, and commenting these videos that I have, it shows me that there's people that are interested into it, and I can roll out with more of them. Might be Battlefield 4, might be other games. You never know. But anyways, see y'all on the next time when I'm available to do these kind of stuff.